Shalom. I want to start off by giving all honor, all glory, all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rokaha, Quadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and double honor to the elders, prophets, and teachers who rule well and taught us this 100% truth. Now, I'm going to be going through this video kind of quick, right? Because they're doing construction on my street still. They're probably going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks, and they're extremely loud. Sometimes it's going to vibrate the desk. You might hear that noise come through. I'm going to try to finish it up before they get to that point, right? And I don't have that much scripture to bring out as far as just bringing out some current news and some things that I actually did a video on, man, which is 100,000. I think the video was called 100,000 is not enough anymore here in US. It doesn't mean anything. If you're making six figures, it don't really mean much. If you're in the like low digit six figures, like 100,000 to 150 to maybe even 170. Right. That's getting to the point where it's pretty low in the US, man. And let's get you. I'm pretty sure some of you heard this dude, Full Spectrum Survival. He has a lot of good information on there. Subscribe, you know, if you want to get some of the current events that's happening. He pulls out a lot of information. But nevertheless, let's get to the topic of this video.
Moving forward.
Salak, see, look at that. You might be able to hear it on your end, but I can't hear it on mine. Salaki, let me fix that. Alrighty then.
Deeply exploitative. Moving forward, a U.S. household must make $114,000 per year now just to afford an average priced home. That's up 70% in a 6-year period. Your income did not go up 70%.
No.
The White House.
A lot of people's income actually decreased, and that's all I need from his video, right? Income is actually decreased, and it's what they've done is they've masked the wage decrease behind corporate words. That's pretty much what they did, right? And we're gonna go into that real quick because I went to ChatGPT, right, to talk about the wage growth, man. But let's tackle this average house price, man. So it's because he mentioned that. So you go into Google, look up the average. Salak, let me zoom that in so it can be a little easier to read. It might be too much. Salakia. Right. So the median home sales price in the U.S. in March 2025 was $403,700, right? According to the National Association of Realtors, right? The NAR. The median home price in the first quarter of 2025 was $416,000. $416,000. Now they try to mask this little part up here. Oh, it's only 403 now. That's bullshit. Because why it decreased this? I'm gonna show you why it decreased. I'm gonna show you exactly why that decreased. Because they actually started to take away people's jobs and decrease people's income. That's why they end up making this number smaller. Because it didn't really make a difference because they paid everybody less. So they made that 9,000 back in spades. Hey, it is what it is. But let's see what it was in 2020, man. Right? The average sale price of a home in the United States was about $383,000, right? With the median sales price being at $329,000. So that's already almost a fucking $100,000 difference. Right? Almost $100,000 difference. Check this out. We're going to go back. No, it's a lot. Go back to 2015, before the pandemic, man. Average home sales was 314 with the median being 289. You see how they chop away. They just increase that number. 50,000 here, almost 100,000 there. Now you got your average price home sitting at 403,000. But like I said, they chopped up your wages, man. And they hid it behind corporate terms. Give you an example of that, right? Let's go to the wage growth. Let's go to what I asked ChatGPT, man. ChatGPT tries his hardest to defend Esau Edom, But he usually just fails miserably because there's too many lies that Esau tells. So I asked it, give a breakdown of average wage decreasing from 2020 to 2025. It says, contrary to the notion of decrease, average wages in the United States have generally increased from 2020 to 2025. Here's a detailed breakdown. Now you look at these increases. See it, 52, 51, 52, 55, 59, 61. This is bullshit. All this absolute bullshit. I don't know where the fuck they pulled this data from, but it's absolute, well, it says right here, Demand Saga. Absolute bullshit. And this is, like I said, they hid it behind a bunch of corporate mumbo jumbo, man. Go down here, see all this bullshit. Summary, wow, nominal wages have increased from 2020 to 2025 at the rate of growth has moderated in recent years. Real earnings, which account for inflation, have always seen modest gains, indicating that the purchasing power has slightly improved. You see all this shit he's saying, right? All this shit. Your purchasing power has slightly increased. I said this cannot be, and I use my rib as an example because she makes $50,000 less in her position than she would have made 2 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry for that wife's experience, blase, blase, blah, right? Drop down to what I need. You know, it goes into what could have caused this. And it brought up inflation. I was like, cool, go. Got your ass. Inflation. Goes through all this. I'm not going to read all this shit, but it brings up all of the trends, position, role changes, and shit like that. So I'm like, in the U.S., wages are slowly increasing, but inflation is faster. You are absolutely right. In the U.S., wages have been increasing over the past few years, but inflation has often outpaced those wage gains, which means the real purchasing power of many workers has decreased. What did he just say up here, man? What did he just say up here? Look, indicating that purchasing power has slightly improved. What the fuck are you talking about, ChatGPT? I caught you. You've been tripped up. Now I'm going to get you even more because you brought that up. He went through how inflation has been whooping our ass, right? And then this is what I caught out. You got to be careful. Try to regurgitate what ChatGPT says back and then correct that section. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Let's say your wife's job paid $100,000 in 2022 and it now pays $50,000 less. If this is for the same job, it could reflect it was for the same job that she had the budget cut for. Budget cuts, corporate downsizing, role reclassification, remote work shifts. So this is all the things that could have caused, a decrease. So I'm like, I used that against them. You said blah, 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 all that, right? But isn't almost every employer downsizing, doing budget cuts, and role reclassification? Yes, you are absolutely on point. A lot of U.S. employers are downsizing, cutting budgets, and redefining roles, especially in post-pandemic economy and with economic uncertainty continuing in 2025. Here's a closer look at what's really happening. Widespread cost-cutting measures, 2020 to 2025. Downsizing, budget cuts, role reclassification, remote work penalties. This is all happening, man. You see this, right? The result, even if wages are increasing overall on paper, right? They writing that it's increasing. Individual workers like your wife are earning significantly less. Inflation eats away at what's left. Workers are doing more work for less money or being asked to take on hybrid roles that blend 2 or 3 jobs into one. That's what's happening. That is exactly what's happening. And then I went and regurgitated what I said. So, like I said, I was excited and I was typing stupidly. It's supposed to be, there has been pay cuts relabeled as budget cuts, corporate downsizing, role reclassification, causing there to be wage decrease from 2020 to 2025. Exactly, you're right. But wait, ChatGPT, when I asked you that in my first question, you said contrary to to the notion of a decrease, average wages have increased. But then we go back down here to my final question. Then you admit exactly you're right. There has been wage decreases and downsizing. And it's time that someone said it plainly. We've already known this, right? Because what does the scripture say? We've already known it. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. When those jobs start to trickle out, man. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, right? And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So when the grinding is low, we're experiencing that right now, man. And it's going to increase. Because like this says, like ChatGPT said, man, what are they doing? Pay cuts, bonus removal, hiring freezes, all that. Layoffs, fewer people doing more work. Same job, new title, less pay. Staff reductions, freeze raises. Lower salaries for same output. Pay bands lowered, teams merged. That's what's fucking happening, man. It's happening everywhere. This ain't fucking new. They've been doing this shit. They just relabeled it, man. And ChatGPT said that. They just relabeled the shit. They relabeled everything that's happening and gave it some corporate fucking name to try to take your eyes off of what's fucking really happening, man. Which inflation's whooping ass. Jobs are being lost left and right. Companies are downsizing massively, man. There's a lot of people that are unemployed right now, but they're not even moving the unemployment rate. The charts on the unemployment rate, man. More people are filing for unemployment, but it's not reflecting on any other statistics online because they're lying about everything. And you dumbass Jake, you wicked motherfuckers, you think that this place is going to continue. It's falling. Babylon is falling. The water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I can't wait for this place to be fucking done. And all you fucking Jake that think this is going to continue, ha ha. That's all I got to fucking say to you, man. Because this bitch is done. It's done. Give you an example, man. Some of these fucking layoffs. Right? Look at this. It's difficult to, I asked online how many Chick-fil-A delivery drivers are in one location, like Atlanta. Give me a rough estimate. It says it's difficult to give a precise number of Chick-fil-A delivery drivers in Atlanta, as the number varies depending on location, demand, and specific restaurants. However, rough estimate would be around 10 to 20 delivery drivers, right, in Chick-fil-A. But look what Chick-fil-A got released. Look what Chick-fil-A has released, man. See that? Autonomous Chick-fil-A delivery electric vehicle, man. What? Salaki, it's loud as shit.
Hey, Zach and Jesse. Joseph here with Smart Charge America. Downtown Austin, Texas. Riding around, I saw this little Chick-fil-A mobile. I've heard about it. Apparently, it's a little autonomous chicken delivery. Pretty cool. Let's see it.
See this, man. This is what's going to be taking your delivery jobs, Jake.
Check it out.
You got to share your delivery jobs with that thing, Jake.
Riding along.
And that's Chick-fil-A. You think that places like McDonald's, you think that places like DoorDash not going to do this? So all the DoorDashers out there, yo, this is what you got to be wary of, man. This is what's coming. That's what's coming, man. It is what it is. That's what's coming. Very soon. That's what's coming. 10 to 20 people going to be out of a job because of that little damn machine. And then there's no telling how many more, like I said, DoorDash can come up with their own version. Why do you think they were pushing so hard for the autonomous cars, man? It wasn't for your ass. It was to replace you. You're simple, Jake. You don't pay attention to what's going on around you. And what does that include? You got taxi services, right? That's going to be non-existent. You got bus services, right? You don't think they're trying to make an autonomous bus? All your bus drivers, bye-bye. And that's for public transportation and for school. Bye-bye. Those are jobs gone. Come on, man. This is what's happening. This is what's coming. Well, fuck, this was coming. This was here. Wake the fuck up, man. This place is done. It's fucking through. And that's all I got for you, man. I pray that this was edifying. And with that, shalom.